first part, you take the tab, the back tab, put it under your chin, take the front, and then find the seam in the middle that goes between your legs, put that to the left. Then you take the bottom seam on the front belt and match it up with the bottom seam on the tab. So the inside bit to the left, seams matching. So then you wind up with something like this. Then you keep it all together with your hands. Find the back pleats and make sure that they're hanging straight down. And there are 3 of them that you have to check. The one that's to the left goes into the middle of the other 2. Once you've gotten that, I'll do it this way so you can get oriented. And if you stand right behind me, that's better. You stand right behind me. You lay it down on the mat like this so that it keeps what you've just done. So these pleats are hanging this way, I gently lower it so it keeps that kind of intact. And you see the pleats are kind of laying properly. So from here, get the belts out of the way very gently. So there's a front belt and a back belt. And get them out of the way. Front belt and back belt. Okay. From here again, I'm going to check. The bottom seam from the front belt is lined up with the bottom seam on the tab. Then we move down to the bottom and check that the seams that we've just laid are still lying the proper way. So I've got the middle one inside the other 2. Then we use the bottom of the back part and make sure everything is flat. And then check to make sure that the side seams are truly on the side. There's one. Here's the other side seam. I'm going to lay it just nice and flat. Like this. Okay? So now, I'm going to make sure that the middle seam, which starts here, is also got a pleat that runs straight down all the way to the bottom. And then fold that over the top. So the top pleats are just kind of together, not perfect, but they're just kind of together. From here we flip it. Try and keep it close to the mat, flip it over and make sure everything's straight. And again, I'll straighten all this stuff out. Pull the top, pull the bottom, make sure that it's straight, get rid of all the play, get rid of all the wrinkles, and then flip it back, same way that I just did. So now everything should be kind of straight and aligned. Get the belts out of the way again. You might have to flip it over and back a couple of times just to get it right. And then adjust things as you go. So again, now that we've done that, I'm going to go back to the bottom, make sure the bottom and the pleats there are right, and the side seams, and make sure that they're going straight. And then I start with the middle. So again, there's this middle pleat, starts inside here. I want to make sure that it's traveling a straight line. The pleat has got a seam or a crease in it, and that goes all the way down to the straight. Then I'll go to the opposite side. So there's this side of the pleat, and then this other side here, and I'll make sure that that's all nice and straight, not bunched up. This way. Okay, so now I've got everything kind of laying fairly straight in the center. And then I work from the center to the edge, and go through here and make sure that everything's flat. And then the other side, make sure everything's flat. So that side has got 3 straight lines that go right to the bottom, top to bottom, nice and straight. Same thing is true with the other side. This one's kind of veering off a little bit. I want to make sure that it's going straight down the middle. So pull this one back a little bit. And make sure that, again, I've got 5 pleats now that pretty much go straight from top to bottom in a straight line. Once that's done, I take the sides and I make the seams that are on the sides match up with the closest pleat, just like this. This one's a little bit wonky. The seam should be like this. See how the seam is a little bit off on this one, but that's just the way it's made. I'll smooth that out. Same thing happened on this side. Right to the first pleat. And this one again is a little bit wonky. It's the way it came in the package. It wasn't exactly straight. So now, the beginning of the fold is pretty well done. I'm just going to correct this a little bit because in the package, obviously, it was a little bit off. Okay? So now I want to mentally divide this in thirds. Okay? So, there's a third, there's a third. And I hold everything together in the back, try and keep these pleats from coming apart, and very gently fold this in a third. Right about there. So everything is kind of straight here, everything is folding the way it should, everything is laying neatly. Once I've gotten that third done, then I match the top edge of the tab up to the fold that I've done there, and I'll just give myself a little bit of a fold here to make it nice. Okay, so that matches perfectly right there. Okay, and it's not bunched up on the inside. Okay, so now it's folded. Now all I have to do is tie the belts. So if you can go over my shoulder here, turn it around like this so the tab is facing up. And we get the two short belts that are on the back tab, get those out of the way, and the two long belts that are on the front part, we fold in half, nice and flat, right to where they start, bring the end to where it starts, and then fold it in half again. And then the other side goes exactly the same. This folds in half. Starts where, or it ends where it starts. And then I'll fold it in half again. And then from here, we make an X. This way. And this way. And then we take the first shorter belt, bring it right across the center of the X. So it lays across, and then it comes underneath the entire thing. Right up the middle. And then just correct all this stuff. Keep it nice and neat as we go. Once that's up, this edge folds right across this line. Take these and keep them nice and neat. And then across the line there, we bend it back again, so this has no play in it, nice and neat. It comes underneath the bottom, so again, it's meeting the center. Again, we keep correcting as we go. Then this folds up to the other side and back on itself, and it leaves a little tab sticking out there. So that's the first side. Now the second side is identical to the first. We take this, go over the center, up underneath everything. Things up as we go, we just straighten them out. Keep it nice and snug, but not tight to bunch it up. It needs to stay flat. Goes right across this seam again, and then underneath. And it just folds over and keeps it snug. And then just like we did with the other one, this edge matches right to the center, goes up along this part of the X, and lays across, so it matches. And then once you've got it laying across, this just tucks under. So now you have a nice knot. So this is how you carry it, and ideally, you should be able to pull this one and the whole thing falls apart. Once it's there, you just fold it like this, and you have a nice flat package that you can carry and put into your bag. And that's how you fold a hakama.